That's right, Tulas. In fact, we've traveled through various parts of Venda, speaking to a number of elderly folk who had entrusted their monies to VBS and then one day woke up to go for a withdrawal and were told they weren't allowed to withdraw more than a certain amount. And that is the story of my guest, and she's going to be sharing that story with me now, as well as her experience that she's had over the years since the heist. Wana, many thanks for your time this afternoon. The day that you found out that something was wrong with VBS, what happened that day?
I was going to withdraw 2,000 rand. When I went there, they said I cannot withdraw more than 1,000 rand. So it was the day that I was so shocked. I didn't know what was happening.
You didn't know what was happening, yeah?
Yes. Then I asked, why should I not withdraw more than 1,000 rand? They said there is a problem, but they're fixing it.
So they didn't tell you the full story then?
No.
But you had heard some rumors. What were the rumors?
The rumors said, no, the people here at VBS, they've eaten our money. Yes.
You laugh about it now, but I think at the time it was a very shocking experience.
It was a shocking experience, really.
So tell us about your investment with VBS. How were you in a relationship with the bank? Tell us about that.
In fact, we were a group of people that were banking with VBS, and then it takes some years with banking with VBS, and then we take it at 12 months. After 12 months, we withdraw our money because we're a group of people. We share that money among ourselves. Then we repeat that account every time and again, and then it was fine. But 2018. Then it comes to us as a surprise when we go to the bank. We find that no, they say we cannot withdraw the money. But when I went there, I went with my personal account for myself. Then that I found the story.
So what do you do with that money when it's distributed amongst the club? What would you do with that money when you had it?
Okay, for the club, we're saving for that money so that it can help us. Because we, as women, we take the responsibility of our kids when they are at school. So when we share that money, we have to pay for the fees. Most of them, they were at the tertiary level. You know, the students, when they go back, they want pocket money and money for the flat and all the stuff.
So when you were not able to share the money and pay school fees and pay for your children's tertiary education, what was the feeling amongst the women?
It was frustrating. Everybody was sad, you know, everybody was so frustrated because the money, remember, if you wait for something and you don't get it, it was so frustrating.
Yeah, yeah.
Really.
So there are talks now about reopening the bank, and I just want you to share your thoughts on that and whether it's something that you could trust again.
They phoned us that if you are interested, we can still bank with the net bank, but we have to go back to the group and say, can we still continue to save the money? People are very cross. They say no longer. They will only bank individually in a group, and with they cannot do the same mistake that we have done before.
That's true. That's true. And also there have been talks about you getting some of the monies back. There has been a net bank payout that happened. But you said that there were conversations that there would be more that would be coming.
The money that, instead with that, we get the money from VBS, they transfer that money to NetBank. And we have to wait for a period so that we can get that money. And people were now tired, you know, waiting for something that we don't know when we will get it back. But at the end of the day, we got it.
So thank you very much for your time there. One of the victims sharing her story, saying that she just went on a random day to withdraw money as you would with any bank that you bank with. And then she was told that there's a little bit of a problem, and at the moment you cannot withdraw more than 1,000 rand. And that is where everything came crumbling down for these people that had entrusted the bank with their money. We have heard from other people to us that we've spoken to throughout the day say that they were called to a hotel in Venda called Koroni to sign some documents, and they were told that they'll be getting their monies back. It's been months now, almost a year, and those documents that they've signed, they haven't seen any of them, nor have they heard from the people that told them that they would be getting their monies back. What's interesting is that the curator was not even part of those conversations, according to these people, so they really don't understand who it is that made this promise and whether it's worth believing.
Diabolical is the word that comes to my mind, Rofhiwa. People's dreams were stolen. People's dreams were stolen. People who just wanted to save up some money to be able to pay university fees for their children. People who wanted to build homes, the basics really to enjoy in their time of retirement. And that was stolen. People bought cars, were flying around in helicopters, showing off and driving in luxury SUVs, etc. Rofhiwa Madzena there doing some important reporting following up on the VBS story. In fact, that really upsets me. And I think that's the point at which we can end today's show. Really upsetting. That's how it comes to the end. And at the top of the hour, Clement Manyatela coming through, taking the second hour of the Midday View